Hey man, see, this is going to be a video for the Building a Business with Rob channel. Now, in some of the other videos, I saw that you had like a little guy, like a little cartoon character logo guy. I would rather you not have that. So instead of that, in the bottom left corner, so looking, how you looking, it being down here, I just wanted to say book a call, link in the description, and either have it, have arrows pointing to it or have something to where it stands out. All right. Hey gang, in this video, and the video is going to be about working from home. So you're working from home and that's great. Or is it? Hey gang, this is Rob and I am the founder of a program that's amassed more than $1 million in revenue. The main purpose of this channel is to make sure that you don't kind of run across some of the pitfalls and some of the Hey gang, it's Rob. Hey gang, it's Rob, and I am the founder of a program that has amassed more than $1 million in revenue. So the main purpose of this channel is to make sure that you don't kind of go through some of the issues, some of the pitfalls, and run up against some of the obstacles that I ran across. So I'm helping you to build a better, what is wrong with me, man? Hey gang, I'm Rob, and Hey gang, I'm Rob, and I'm the founder of a program that has amassed more than $1 million in revenue. The purpose of this channel is to help you avoid some of the pitfalls and obstacles that I ran across in my journey. So a lot of people, when they first start out rocking out with their business is pretty much going to be a home-based business, which is great, right? You can hang out with your family, you can do what you want to do, you get a tax credit, blah, 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 blah. But there are some dangers when it comes to working from home. So I've been working from home for the last 4 or 5 years, right? So it's great. Like I said, I get time to spend time with my family. I can do what I need to do. I don't have to go anywhere if I don't want to. I can literally work whenever I want to. That last part is a little bit of the dangerous part. So as a new business owner or as a business owner in general, a lot of times your business is going to become your baby. It's going to become your obsession. It's going to become just something that you always think about, something that you're always working on, which is great. You got to grind, you got to build, blah, blah, blah. But that can also be dangerous, especially if your work is where you live. It's kind of like it intertwines, it kind of mixes with each other, right? So with me working from home, especially the first 2-3 years, I was literally working all the fucking time. All the time. If I wasn't asleep, then I was working because my job was right in the other room. My office set up, the way I recorded videos, everything was right there. So that's one of the dangers is, like I said, it's hard to separate the two. And as I was working from home, I kind of noticed that home didn't feel like home anymore. Right? It wasn't necessarily peaceful. It wasn't necessarily somewhere I felt restful. I just was constantly thinking about work, and it may be, okay, I'm done for the day. And I go in the next room. Oh shit, let me go do this. And I would run back into that room and start working. Now, I would say it's a good idea to have a home office, of course, right? So if you got to do something, you got to rock out. But to actually work out of your home, I'm just not sure that it's conducive to happiness, conducive to overall well-being. Now, if you work from home and you love it, it's great. Keep on doing you. This is just my opinion. So for me specifically, I actually still do stuff from the house, but I got an office space, right? So I can separate from my home, right? And my home can be my home where I spend time with my family, relax, so on and so forth. And like I said, another thing is your home can just kind of become just a fucking workplace, right? You can kind of become just a place where you just think about work instead of thinking about your family, instead of being present, so on and so forth. That's another thing that a lot of people, they work from home. They're like, I'm at home, so I'm present. No, you're not. If you're in the fucking same office, in the same room all day, you're in there, you eat in there, you take naps in there, you read in there, you do everything inside that one room, you're not really present with your family. And another thing that I never fell into, but I'm pretty sure a lot of people can fall into, is damn near your house becoming a prison, right? Since a lot of people, if you really think about it, even people that's watching this, a lot of times you wouldn't necessarily have to leave your house if you didn't have to go to work, right? A lot of people leave their homes and, when they get off work, then they go to the grocery store, then they go pick their kids up, then they do this, then they do that. A lot of people wouldn't leave their homes. And believe it or not, a lot of people that work from home don't really leave their house, right? Because you can get so caught up in the grind, get so caught up in your business and what you got going on, it might be 3 or 4 days and you ain't seen the sun, right? So I would say if you are working from home, if you do have a home-based business, every day, make sure you take your ass outside. It don't matter if it's going to the store. It don't matter if it's going to the mailbox. It don't matter where it's going, right? Try to not only go outside, but also go somewhere and interact with some people, right? So, I have a family, so I got people in the home. I think this would be even more dangerous if you by yourself doing this shit. Because if I was by myself, I was working like crazy with a family. But if I was like literally single, I'd have really been going super hard. I would have had no excuses. I wouldn't have had no barriers. I wouldn't have had anything. I would have just been like, shit, I'm just going to work all the time. And like I said, there's a season for everything, but sometimes you get caught in the same season, right? So if you're working from home, if you got a home-based business, take your ass outside. And then, like I said, nowadays it's so easy not to leave, not to go. You can get your groceries delivered. You can get Amazon Prime. You can get everything that you need. You can do meetings over Zoom. You don't have to actually go anywhere. And like I said, for some people that may sound like, a dream, but it's not healthy for you not to interact with other people. That's my last thing. If you're working from home, you don't have any human interaction, right? Even if you're an introvert, even if you don't feel like you like people, you need to be able to interact and engage with other people. So this is really, especially for single people or people that live alone, make sure that you have some kind of community, some kind of contact with other people. Rocking out with the people that you go to work out with at the gym, with your friends, family, whatever. Make sure that you're getting some type of human contact that's not just digital, not just YouTube, not just Slack chats, not just Discord, not just Facebook groups, not just shit that's not real, stuff that's not in front of you, stuff that you can't, or people that you can't talk to, engage their emotions and feel their presence, so on and so forth. Believe it or not, you need that. Now, I'm not saying that you got to go out and be making friends every damn day, but you need to have some way to disengage from your work, disengage from your home, leave your home, and be able to rock out with other people. So working from home has its advantages, but these are just some of the disadvantages, because you should already know the advantages, right? It's awesome. And it's also scary, if you don't know what the fuck you're doing, or if you kind of take it overboard, right? Like I said, with being able to have everything delivered, meetings, everything, you don't have to actually meet anybody, see anybody. That can kind of be dangerous. So like I said, just make sure that you don't get tunnel vision and you just inside your house, inside your apartment, inside your little spot forever. Take your ass outside and get some sun, right? Go outside, go to the coffee shop, go to the grocery store. Just give yourself an excuse every day to leave your house, take a break. And when you're out, take a break, man. I know it's hard, but at least try to take a break, right? Try to take a break and be present wherever you are, right? Like I said, soak up the sun, read a book, meditate, whatever you got to do. That work will still be there. And you will notice, drop in the comments if you tried it and it didn't work, but you will notice when you get away from your work, when you get away from the house, when you just literally go do something else, don't really think about work, you'll come back refreshed. You'll be clearer, you'll be sharper, you have better ideas, you're able to focus for longer, so on and so forth. Because like I said, I've been there where I just was like, fuck it, I got to get this done, I got to get this done, got to get this done, and just grudging along. You can't do that. It's not sustainable, right? Now, like I said, you may have to do this for a year, two, a couple years, right? But if you're in, 4 or 5, 10 years in and you still doing that same shit, I don't know. Like I said, if that's the life you chose, if that's the life that you want to lead, great. But I just don't think that that's best for your mental health. But anyway, if you're working from home, that's another thing because that's one thing that I start, like I said, to balance it out. is, you know, I work from home once a week. The other days I'm at the office, man. I'm at the office rocking out. And another thing I found is that I'm productive anyway, because that's just what I do. But I found that I'm much more productive at my office as opposed to at home. Because at the office, I don't have no distractions. Not saying that my family is a distraction. I love them dearly, but it's like, okay, I'm locked in. It's like, and it's like, okay, I'm leaving this motherfucker at 5 o'clock. So I need to get everything I need to get done, right? And the good thing is, you know, office spaces, you can, you know, especially with everything that's going on, office spaces aren't really filling up like they used to. You don't have to get an entire building, right? You can get an office inside of an office, right? There's a small little office to do what you need to do. Just make sure that that's why you shouldn't use big words. Acoustics are good, and just make sure that, you know, you got all the amenities and all the shit that you need to make whatever you need to happen. So that's just my advice on working from home. Any tips, tricks, any best practices that you guys do working from the house, put it in the comments below. And other than that, I'm gonna see you in the next video.